This is it's a different world. It's a different world. The whole world has changed. Especially here in the United States of America. Coming out of this lockdown, we are it's a different world. And this experiment that they ran on the whole population is the results of the experiment are now being made manifest in the world, in society. We can see it, and everybody that I've been talking to recently, of course, agree with me on that we moved into a different time. It's like something happened during those 2 years that affected the psyche of the average person who went through it. And of course, the manifestation of the experiment is not good. It's negative. It's bad. It's Ra, which is actually considered to be evil. And it's not so much that we just see, the evil, because it's always been there, but it is the extent in which the evil is now making itself manifest on display in front of the whole world. Like, hey, we just flipped the switch on people. And when you combine everything, when you combine the sickness, the disease, with the pandemic, with the chemicals that were put in everybody's in a majority of the people's bodies, and then of course the masking up, the lockdown, the terrible food, the food shortage, the inflation. When we talk about like gas prices, real estate prices, food prices. I mean, and then you have all of these, you got movies about, all dark witchcraft, evil, and then of course, the video game, same thing, and music industry, the same thing. There's a huge experiment going on, and of course, I believe that the result of the experiment is exactly what they wanted it to be, and that is a society that's out of control, that is then in chaos. And of course, most people believe, which I am one of those, that believe that if you want to affect a major change in something, in a society or whatever, that the first thing you have to do is throw that society into chaos. And for sure we're in chaos. The question is, what is the final change gonna look like? Because already we can see it's a different world. And Zion, my admonishment to you is, as we see these changes and as we see these different things happening and happening more frequently, and these negative events becoming more known and made manifest. My solution is the same, and that is we study the Torah and apply those laws and those statutes and the commandments to our lives and begin to live what we read as far as our instructions are concerned, so that we place ourselves in the position of allowing Yah to be a fence around us and to create a local Goshen. Because that's our only hope in these last days, is that Yah creates a Goshen around his people in the midst of all of this madness going on in the land of our captivity. One love, Zion. Continue to pray for the Ark. Continue to pray for me as Moreh, and Todah Rabbah for your continued support of this ministry that I feel is desperately and sorely needed in these days. Hallelujah. It's a different world.